go knee on knee or something stupid with Muzz. So
I'm just
if I'm
saying.
Wayne Simmons, I'm watching.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Talking Points. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Help us out. You guys are doing good so far. I like it. Hockey's back. I've watched a lot of hockey. I got center ice.
You bought it?
Hmm?
You bought center ice?
Maybe.
I told him not to, but he didn't listen to me.
Whatever.
Just stream, guys. Just stream.
I told him.
NHL, stream.
Illegal.
On Google.
Illegal.
It's not.
Illegal.
It's not illegal. It's illegal
Illegal.
to sell us an NHL center ice package for like what, $300, $400?
No, it's like,
That's
It's like $200 and like
$200
$50.
It's
Yeah.
expensive,
it's $200.
especially for a 56 game
It should
season.
come with Rogers or Bell.
It's not-
That's what
it's
it is.
I agree with that.
It's not
Like-
I will agree with that.
That's what's wrong.
Your money
with it.
gouging
No,
pricks.
what's robbing you is you pay for the goddamn channels. You pay for Ontario, Pacific, West, and all those, and you can't watch the games that are on those channels because it's not in your region.
Right.
That's some bullshit.
Although it's in Canada.
Are you paying for your internet?
What?
Are you paying for your internet?
Yeah, of course.
Does the internet get the streaming for free?
No, that's not how it works.
There it is.
That's
You're
not
paying,
how it works.
You're paying for
That's
it.
not how it works.
It does. It is how
That's
it
not
works.
how it works.
Anyway.
That's like that's the equivalent of like going on and saying like, you know,
Technically
I
it
want
is
to.
though, because Rogers is still making
No.
back the money, or Bell or whoever.
No.
Just to get their money back.
Okay, hold on. That's like going on like the dark web and like buying like, you know, women and children and then saying it's Bell's fault because you paid them.
Dude,
I
you
didn't
were
know-
comparing apples to oranges here.
I didn't know the dark
It's
web.
illegal activity regardless.
I didn't
It's
know
illegal.
Stream.
You jump from streaming a hockey game
Right.
To sex trafficking,
to,
yes.
to fucking selling kids.
Yes, to trafficking,
What
yes.
the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I'm just saying. Extremes are
Jesus
meant to be there for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright? You gotta argue the extremes, kids, and then work your way down to the
The
final
dark
details.
web is 2 clicks away. That's it. 2 clicks away.
What? How many clicks is it, Joe Carly? Have you tried?
NHL, live stream, Google.
Illegal activities. This is dark web.
Second link down. Pick your game. It's all live.
Okay, hold on. I forgot my vape, so give me 1 second.
Wow.
But I gotta smoke.
Important things, right?
Shut
You
up.
gotta, yeah, you gotta smoke.
Fill your fucking lungs so you can fill our lungs too, right?
Yeah. Secondhand vape.
I'm gonna fill your fucking head with my fucking fist and keep talking shit, both of you. So you shut the fuck up.
That's politically incorrect.
Why?
You're swearing.
Shut your fucking mouth. It's the whole reason why we did this fucking show. My virgin ears.
Okay.
It's just your virgin entirety. Fuck you.
Okay. Which way we started with this?
Oh, right. Alright, so, I mean, I would like to do this like a week update. Fuck, we spent so many weeks talking about the Canadian division. I mean, as it stands right now, like, what do you guys think? Who was right? Who was wrong? Like, who's let you down?
So I've been let down by the Vancouver Canucks.
I've been let down by the Vancouver Canucks.
Big time. Even though it's not over yet, but yeah.
For now, I guess I've been let down by the Ottawa Senators, but I mean, I wasn't expecting too much. I like to take underdogs. That's kind of my thing.
I've been let
Yeah,
down.
you
I like to take chances on.
He likes to
on
be
teams.
under other things, too.
We were all let down in Montreal because they're in second right now. Technically on their way to first.
Listen, it's
I'm
early
just
still,
saying.
and it's
I'm
not
just
gonna
saying.
last. 'cause
None of
Montreal
us had them in the playoffs,
Yes.
did they? Did we?
Hey, I'd say about 10 more
No, we
games.
didn't.
And
No, we didn't. I didn't
Tyler,
think about it.
Wait,
Tyler Toffoli is like up there.
Blessings. I hate
there.
Tyler Toffoli, but fantasy blessings. I had to sell my soul
Yep.
to tie this guy. Fantasy.
Technically, I tied you. I came back.
No, you were beating me all week,
Oh, was that how it went?
and then Jay Quick got me the W. Thank you, Jay Quick. And then I was ahead,
Yeah.
and then I woke up the next morning and I got booty.
Talk about a fucking Hail Mary expecting a win from John Quick these days.
Hey, you got 2 in a row. You fucking brought me ahead of you, so you can suck it.
Eat some ass.
He's a good goalie. Just needs to figure it out. And Iafallo, figure out your shit, buddy. I agree too.
Yeah,
You know what he's trying to figure out? His
I
retirement.
know.
You know what he's trying to figure out? His
What?
retirement
Yeah,
plan is what he's
yeah,
trying to
full.
figure out.
Iafallo, okay.
Yeah,
Manja cake.
fool.
Iafallo.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 4 teams left that are undefeated. They haven't played as much games, but still considered undefeated. The Habs in regulation. Habs, Florida,
Dallas.
Capitals, and Dallas. Now,
Florida's
Dallas.
at 3-0 right now.
Yeah, I think Dallas, Florida,
Panthers, yeah.
Dallas, Florida, and Carolina all had like COVID issues at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like after 3 games, so they all came off it now. But
Yeah, that was hurting me for a while.
Yeah, Panthers tied their franchise opening record with 3-0 right now. Which, I mean, who the fuck keeps track of that stat?
But like, I mean, it's not hard to remember. Like we've never gone 3-0 to be start a season, right? Like,
That's pretty fucking awful, actually. Anyways, who else? Ottawa Senators. I think regardless of what position they're in, that is a very good team.
Yeah.
Which I was not expecting.
So far, right?
They've been in the games.
But
I mean, they got pumped by Vancouver.
It was that one game.
They're playing right now.
They're
playing right now.
But they smacked them 7-1. But I mean, Ottawa's been in the games. I think it's their third period they've come up short.
Yeah.
Where they've just kind of lost it. Like even against the Leafs, they were in that game and then they kind of lost.
Well, I mean, they smacked them the night before, so we can't really say anything.
No, but again.
Yeah, the loss. Oh, you're checking your finances?
Yeah. So basically, let's see, Ottawa's losing to Vancouver again 2-1.
Okay.
Tight game, but let's see the third period because
they're playing again.
Yeah, bro. It's like 3-game series.
Oh,
we're playing tomorrow too.
They're playing a 4-game series against
tomorrow, Ottawa and Vancouver.
They're trying to minimize the travel times between places.
Interesting.
So
okay, no,
I like it.
I really enjoy it.
I actually enjoy this.
They've made it kind of like how baseball is, where it's a series at that point, right? Mm-hmm. It's like a little 2-3 game series, and then you move on. I mean, usually baseball's about 4 games series usually every time.
I will happily admit, I'm sure maybe you'll agree with me. I don't know about you still, but I'm very happy that how this season's turned out. I think it's made some interesting storylines. The Matthew Tkachuk one is definitely one that we'll at least talk about, but like the little inter-team rivalries are really coming to fruition here because it is how much you face each other in your 200 by 60 foot cage. It's great.
I like it.
It's great. I love it.
I like how, just by looking at the standings, only because there's going to be so much, there's going to be, I think every team's going to go through some sort of COVID problem, right? More or less.
Potentially.
And, if you look at,
Well, Winnipeg has it right now. They don't have Line.
Well, no, Line got traded.
No, but that's what I mean. But, it's COVID protocols.
Yeah.
So you could take it under
Columbus doesn't have Line.
Well, you could
right now,
take
Winnipeg
it under
doesn't have Pierre-Luc Dubois.
No, they don't. But that's what I'm trying to say is they don't have Line. They don't have Roslovic, which they didn't have to begin with, and they don't have PLD. So technically, you've kind of lost 3 players. Same with Columbus. Columbus has lost 3 players as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? A potential 3 players. Let's call it that. So I think you can chalk it up to that regardless.
There's just what I like about this is if you just look at the standings in any sector really, it's gonna be close, right? Like everyone has that chance. It's only 14 weeks. You're playing 4 games a week. Right?
It's great.
It's
awesome. It's gonna come down to you literally have to beat up on a couple specific teams.
Yeah.
They're playing 10 games. I think it's 10 games between each team, and I think the Leafs play Montreal and Ottawa a couple more.
Yeah, there's 8 to 10. It's between 8 to 10.
I think it's 8. You face every team 8 times.
Already Toronto's beaten Calgary both games, tight games, not easy wins. But that's the thing. You need to get the majority of the wins out of each team.
Exactly.
Right? And with Toronto, they're gonna have tight games with Montreal. They're gonna have tight games with Ottawa. That's just how it's gonna go, and that's because of the rivalries.
All right, so let's do this. I want to go the good, bad, and ugly of the Toronto Maple Leafs because we're all Leafs fans here.
Okay.
Let's go good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
So,
but in this sense, you want to
Can I start?
certain players?
Pick 3 players, and you're gonna rate them good, bad, or ugly. You get fuck, kill, marry, please.
Oh my god.
But it's good, bad, or ugly. Don't worry.
The top players?
No, just pick anyone on the team. Anyone that's been on the roster.
Okay, I'm gonna start with John Tavares. He has, for the first time, finally broke out as a captain. If you watch the next game, watch any game, every single game, he has this new focus. He has this little bit of a meaning now. He has a purpose on the ice a little bit more. He's getting rougher in the corners. He's pushing, shoving. Even the way he strides is he's digging into the ice more. He was way more relaxed, I think, last year. Last year there was the Babcock turmoil. Last year Tavares was named captain and had a baby all at the same time. There's too much things happening. Then COVID happened, all this stuff, and it's like that dust already settled, and he is like only has one thing, and it's like, I'm not losing the first round again as a captain. that's what it looks like.
Mission.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, they're trading games, but I think at this very moment Tavares did he score last game?
Oh.
No. Okay, well before last game he was top of the league in points.
Tied with Mitch Marner.
Tied, but
there's a lot of ties right now.
I'm just saying.
Marner's
right?
actually tied with McDavid right now for the top for 20
Right,
points.
and even in fantasy terms, I'm in a point system one, top, number 1 in the league.
There you go.
In regards to that.
So that's gonna be your good?
That's my like amazing, yeah.
Are we all
right.
going our good?
Yeah, let's just do good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna go with my good. I'm gonna say Justin Holl. We hope that this is the type of kid.
Fucking stud.
It's the type of kid that's gonna continue to improve each season, and so far he's done that. When he first came in, he scored a goal back to back in the first 2 games he played, and everybody was losing their minds about him. But he wasn't really doing anything that great at the time that you were really like, this kid's really good. You're just kind of like, okay, he kind of bought a couple lucky goals.
Yeah.
He looked okay out there, but people were real like, that's the problem, is like they just jump on guys right away. But right now he is showing that he can be I wouldn't say a top defenseman, but he's definitely a
2-3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I
And
would say
obviously that's where him and Muzzin have been playing together, and they've been playing really fucking well. Like they've just been working so well together.
Right.
And they just know what each other's gonna do. They're both aggressive out there. The kid can throw hits. He's getting blocks. A little bit of a bad.
He looks
thing
like
last night.
he looks like he's becoming a part of that valuable missing piece of the puzzle.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
He's useful, and I mean, at the end of the day, who knows where it's gonna sit? Are they gonna keep him and work with him and let him improve and hope he gets even better next year and next year and next year?
Yeah.
Or do you use him as a trade chip and try to move if, say, we have another first round exit and then we need to make more?
I think they're gonna keep him. No, the entire Leafs nation and they're under siege in regards to, like, you got to get a defenseman, right? And they don't really want to buy one, so they have to make one within, and this is it.
Yeah, I agree.
This
with
is
that.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not going anywhere. He's gonna get signed, like, 5-year extension before he goes anywhere. So
Let's just hope it's not too
it's bad.
expensive.
What's yours? What's your good?
Just give me 1 second. I just want to check the camera. So, yep, we're still filming. My God, I haven't fucked
Wow,
up
that's
yet.
amazing. It's like,
I know it's
First
very
one,
rare
first
occasion.
Yeah, that's good.
Usually I fuck it up by now. I just want to. I need to check. All right,
So what's your good?
I've got 35 gigs of memory on this fucker today.
What's your good? What's your good?
My good?
Mitch Marner.
No, not at all. And I'm not even gonna say William Nylander, even though that's my fucking dude. I know, but I'm gonna go Wayne Simmons. And I think for a guy who came in to be a 4th line grinder, sparks a team, immediately with a nice fight. Didn't really, no reason to really go out there and do it other than the fact of you're just going out there to do your job as a hockey player and an enforcer. And I agree with it 100%. Then the guy goes and pots one nasty, one garbage one, but fuck it, he's got 2 goals. Let the guy have it. He's playing up on the top line, playing up the top power play. This is a guy that, he was brought in to do a job, and he's doing his goddamn jab, as we like to say. He's doing his job, and he's doing it well. And that's that.
Fighting.
He's fought. He's got 2 apples, or 2 goals, and I think he has 1 assist.
Whatever. He's valuable.
No, he doesn't. 2 goals.
No assists. Okay,
It's 2
but
goals.
regardless, as a 3rd, 4th liner with 6 games in, that's what you want to see.
And he's
I think
hitting.
it's 8
No.
games.
I want to really emphasize this.
8 games though.
I want to emphasize the fuck out of this. He's hitting.
Between 8
Okay.
and 6.
He's hitting like
It's better.
no Leaf has ever hit in the last 5 years.
Oh God.
Okay.
And
Other than Tkachuk.
But that's the thing
Other
is,
than Tkachuk.
he goes up.
Kapanen
used to throw
Sorry.
But that's the thing though, is like when you watch it though, and like you watch him go out there and he goes and lays a hit, he goes and puts a little bit of body down. You see the response in some of the young guys. I was saying when they had Boyd and what's his name in there? Am I saying is it Boyd, right?
It's Travis Boyd and Joey Anderson.
Anderson, thank you. And like these guys went out there, or no, Brooks. Was it Brooks?
Adam Brooks was the one that scored. Spezza put it off his skate.
Yeah. So no, it was that game. It was the Brooks game that he was in there. But you saw, and Engvall and Brooks went out there in their first game, and they started throwing big body. And I was like, Jesus. And it's because I think this whole mentality around the Leafs has changed. Of you don't have to be a goal scorer, you don't have to be cute. You can go out, throw your weight around, and be a average hockey player and have a shot at playing in the NHL. And I'm giving my good to Wayne Simmons, hands down. Thank you very much, Wayne. The Wayne Payne train has
All
arrived.
right. So what was your other statement? The good,
The
bad.
good, the bad, and the ugly. So bad. Who we
And
taking?
then
for your-
ugly. I mean,
ugly is
you're
like
talking about a team who's in first place, who only has 2 losses, who has 3 guys in the top 10. What do you mean the bad and the ugly?
because there's players that are playing bad and there are
All right,
players
I'm
that are
gonna
fucking
say
ugly.
okay. I'm gonna say the bad. I'm gonna say the bad part of the Leafs is, don't hate me, and I'm gonna explain myself. Joe Thornton. I mean, great start. We were all excited about it. You know, he got his goal, all that great stuff, and then just I don't know.
It's deflating. Watching him was deflating.
I wasn't convinced that he got injured that badly. Did you see that? Like, it was.
just the way
that
the
was
guy-
a rib.
It's the way the guy.
Yeah.
I think he broke
I don't
a
know.
rib.
Fractured a rib.
Look, I'm not gonna
Oh, was it
obviously.
fractured rib?
It's fractured
Oh, we
rib.
called it that day.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna say.
It's just the way the guy caught him on the boards.
Yeah,
there.
okay,
He wasn't
cool, that's
expecting
fine.
to hit.
I'm just gonna say bad. Not just it.
Well,
you
because he's
know.
not in the lineup. He's out for time, and
Yeah, and
for
it
him
just,
at his age to come back and try to get going again.
yeah, it's gonna be so much longer.
It's
And
gonna
for
be
me, it's
tough.
like, fuck, man. Like you're the Toronto guy. You're from Toronto. You've been wanting to do this your whole life. You finally you just scored your goal, all this stuff, and then there's
Yeah.
this little nudge that I get it. A bad tweak. I'm not
These are
nothing
what's
against
gonna.
it.
It's gonna
He's like
happen, right?
40.
I 42, 43
Like
or something.
old people
yeah.
fall in the shower and
I'm
break their
just
hips.
saying. I'm just saying. It was a disappointment. So that's the bad. It's not the ugly. It's just bad.
All
I
right.
don't like it.
Who are you taking for the bad here?
The bad now, I'm looking at the bad as not really like bad necessarily. It's kind of like an in between for me. So I'm gonna go with Ilya Mikheyev, and the reason being is because this poor kid has been playing his balls off. Like he's been skating hard. He's hitting. He's getting shots. You could see the frustration when
His
he drew
opportunities are
that
there.
penalty last night, and I was kind of pissed off with Sheldon Keefe because I was like he drew the penalty and he couldn't get the shot off because the guy just literally can opened him. So like he got dusted, like completely down to the ice. And I was like, put the kid out there. You know, as soon as that 4-on-4 is done, put him out there for the power play. Let him get a shot. Let him get a goal to get his confidence going, like to get him that goal because he needs it. Right? He's played really well, but he doesn't have any points. I don't even think he has an assist. Like
Okay.
No, he's
Yeah,
got nothing.
no.
he's got no
nothing,
points,
nothing.
He's got
but
nothing.
it's so sad because of how hard he's working,
I
and he's
know.
got nothing to show for it. So
Oh, and
that's
dangerous
why-
opportunities. He's
But
been
that's
there.
what I mean. He's had breakaways. He's had, and the kid just can't buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm gonna say the bad. But again, it's gonna come, and when it does, he's gonna score in bunches. He's gonna go Phil Kessel out there.
My bad, and here it comes. We're gonna do the controversial one. Mitch Marner, tied in the league for points, and I don't care. But this is what I'm gonna say: is Mitch, you had a great game last night. The guy played phenomenally, and that was the Mitch Marner of old, and that's what I wanted to see. But looking at your past games since the beginning of the season, you're overhandling the puck, you're turning it over, and you're making some really dumb fucking passes. And I'm really glad to see that confidence level is still coming and still coming and still coming. So as of right now, where we stand, I am going to harp on Mitch Marner. Don't get me wrong, because I've heard enough messages in my fucking inbox being like, "Oh, you fucking, how are you gonna stay to trade Marner?" I'd still trade him, but that's another day. That's a story for another day. But I'm not saying to get rid of him. I'm not saying he's a fucking bum. I'm not saying he's the reason why we're not in games. But what I'm saying is as a player of that caliber, you are not playing to your level. All right, that is it. It's like Seabiscuit not running the fucking Kentucky Derby. It doesn't make sense.
Last night was, in my opinion, the best game he played
All season.
And now I know people are gonna be like, "Well, what are you talking about? Like he had 2 points a game, 3 points a game." But you need to look
Empty
at
nets and shit assists.
you need to look at how he's playing as a whole, and you're correct in that situation of saying that for his level, you expect more, right? We expect more out of Matthews. We expect more even out of Nylander, more out of Tavares. We're getting it out of them a little bit, but
Silence your
Just
ears.
shut up.
Silence your ears, Will.
shut up. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Keep putting up nasties.
sure he's leading the league, but there's been instances where he wasn't playing that well.
I think if Marner played the past however many games, I don't know, I think it's 7 or 8, whatever we're gonna say it was. If he played every game the way that he played last night against Calgary, this guy would have a clear advantage in points.
And at the same time though, it's not realistic to expect any player of any caliber to play like that every game.
Of course.
They're gonna have their slumps.
4 times a week.
Yeah, they're gonna have their slumps.
Of
but
course.
I'm just
But
saying.
you can't be a top ranked player
No.
playing top line minutes with the top players in the league and then try to skate over the blue line, trip over your own stick, and turn it over to defensemen
I
when they
do
come
believe the coaching staff got in his head a little bit, and that's what kind of messed him up for the start of the season.
Sure.
Because they were asking him to shoot more, which is fine, because there is moments where he has a shot, and he looks to pass, and it gets broken up.
So
I'm gonna say it's extremely unfair to even have this as a conversation. If you're in the top of the league, no matter how you got there, you don't touch something that's it. He got to the top, he's in the top of the league. That's it. It's not no. There's way more things to talk about with other Leafs than that. And
what's Marner's plus minus right now? I'd like to see.
We'll check it out after. Let's go to the ugly.
And then I heard another one about how like Jake Muzzin is terrible and Mitch Marner is god because of penalty minutes. And I looked him up, and Mitch Marner is beating Muzzin in penalty minutes.
Okay. Wow. Weird. Okay, so that's weird. Anyway, let's move on to the ugly, just because we get it. We've heard that. I think it's unfair to talk about someone who's top of the league.
I'm going to say it's like his Ilya Mikheyev moment. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm hopefully optimistic that this kid's going to turn it around, but as of where we stand currently, I wasn't happy with how he's played up until
and I'm optimistic that Marner's going to turn it around and be an even better top of the league player.
You're right. You're goddamn right.
He's top of the league. Like I don't know how much better you can get. But
tippy top.
Oh, the tippy top. Okay. The ugly. I'm gonna start. Okay, so the ugly is like it's honestly really tough to think about because you have to think about someone who is out of sight, out of mind.
Oh yeah, I got him.
And I got. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say
who you're gonna say anyway.
I'm gonna say Kerfoot. Just.
I don't entirely disagree with that.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen him, I don't remember him.
You know what?
What position is he playing right now? I don't even know.
He's center. He's been center.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I saw him on the wing once. I don't know.
I'm sure
he's playing turnover champion of the planet, first to Marner.
There was one last night play that he did that I just wanted to lose it because he had Matthews for a backdoor tap and he fucking shot and I was like, you moron.
Yeah.
But it was a bad shot. It was just terrible.
He just put it on the goalie. The goalie made the save.
Anyway, for lack of thinking of something bad, really ugly on this team right now, there's nothing much to it. So I'm just gonna pick something that's out of sight, out of mind. To me, it's Kerfoot, and that's enough said there.
Can I go first before you steal my fucking pick?
No.
Fuck. All right, go ahead.
So just no.
For me, it's really simplicity of I'm gonna go with Barabanov, and that's
okay. Maybe you didn't steal my pick.
that's mainly just because I think they expected him to have a little bit of offensive flair, and I know he's playing on a fourth line, so I mean you can't expect a lot out of a guy, but he just hasn't really looked anything. He's just kind of been there. He's just that guy that's just there. I notice when Spets is out there, I notice him more. I've noticed Engvall, I've noticed Boyd, I've noticed these guys. You know what I mean? Maybe Joey Anderson didn't really do a whole lot last night when he first played, but it's his first game. Brabanov's had a few games, and he's just looked invisible.
He's had one breakaway.
I've seen him have a couple chances. He had that one. He almost deked out the goalie and scored.
Yeah, that was last night. That was last night,
right? But no, because Brabanov wasn't in the lineup last night.
Or the night before. It was against Calgary, anyways.
Yeah, but anyway, it's for simplicity because they can't really. I'm not gonna peg anybody that's on the team right now to say they're completely terrible necessarily. Right.
So we're gonna change the name of the name of the show to shitting on fourth liners.
Okay, what's your ugly?
Shit on him.
What's your ugly, Dan?
My ugly? Sheldon Keefe. Buddy, I cannot stand watching how the Leafs play and how it has to come from management because there's not a chance that NHL is that NHL players are that dumb. But yesterday I literally watched a 3-1 lead slip because we tried to defend a 3-1 lead with 10 minutes left in the second. Then 2 or 3 games before that, I watched Sheldon Keefe call a timeout when we need a goal and stand back.
Oh yeah. Okay, don't do that. Don't stand
break that chair.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Not saying a fucking word, bro. Honestly, we're not going to talk about the fact that, and I know I'm going to sound like every Toronto fan out there, fire the coach! No, I'm not saying fire him. I'm just saying you, like Mitch Marner, need to get your silly ass in gear and figure it the fuck out. You have elite level talent. I know you want to let these players who are elite level players coach themselves and work on it themselves, but you need to
Me Too movement.
take this foot and jam it
Yeah.
Jam it up someone's asshole and get these fucking guys moving. I don't care. You can pick the goalie coach, the personal trainers, Thornton, Tavares, like you name it. Pick one ass. Jam foot up. All right? Easy. Done. You're bad. No, actually, you're ugly.
How about Nylanders?
The guy's been fucking phenomenal.
How about his ass?
What?
What if he picked his ass to jam it up?
Yeah, I mean, he could go out there and throw a little more body. I'd like to see that too.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not
He just needs to get a little more
jam.
just a little more oomph when the puck's passing by.
A little more jam.
And he's not the only one. I've seen a few guys like the puck's like sliding out through the boards, and they reach and
I
they touch it,
understand
and
that.
it goes by, and they just go.
Bro, if you're playing,
can't
as
get
we've
it.
seen this
Right?
week,
Like,
as we've seen this week, if you're playing for Tortorella, you're fucking fired.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right
You're
there,
gonzo.
you're fired.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean.
But
3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Like, I mean-
Get your ass on the bench.
you can ask this son of a bitch. I'm sitting there watching the game and I snitch. I'm like, what the fuck? I start yelling. I'm like, get your fucking skate or get off.
Actually, I just wanted to point out one thing. So, he doesn't fall in the good, bad, or the ugly at all. But does anyone else, and I pointed this out to you, but I'm kind of curious about you. Does anyone else realize how much jump Morgan Riley's lost?
Yes.
He seems slow. Like, he's always been a little slower than the faster players in the league, but, like, he's getting beat by everybody.
Something internally in the team or some sort of dynamic has limited him because he's a
But
creative.
no, he's slow on his feet.
Yeah, but
he's
slow.
a creative. He's a
I'm not.
creative.
I don't recall what the injury was, but I know in the playoffs he had an injury,
Okay,
and he was
okay.
dealing
I'm
with
just
that
sure.
throughout the playoffs. So maybe that's still lingering.
Okay,
It
all
might
right.
still be a small muscle issue or
But
something.
this
just
guy,
to say,
this
right?
guy is an innovator. Like he is an on-the-spot innovator. That's remember when he got that what was it, 50, 60 points that year, 2 years ago,
No,
right?
it's 52. He tied
52?
Him and Jake Gardner had the exact same.
I'm just saying. Remember, he was like top. He was top of the league at one point 2 years ago.
as a defenseman.
As at one point, right? And now we're seeing like this. It's like there's nothing that really forced him to do like to be sluggish like this. Unless there's an injury.
He's been quietly putting up the points though.
But that's
I get
it.
it, I get
I'm
it.
not. I'm not necessarily.
He
point
is getting the
production.
points, but I know what you're
But
saying.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about like grabbing the
Yeah,
puck and going the distance by himself.
Yeah, no,
That's his thing.
I'm looking at like not necessarily the point production, and like he's played well enough. He's played solid enough. He makes some bonehead ass mistakes that I scream at my TV for, but I'm looking at like literally like, his actual speed, and I think maybe you're onto something here, but like I'm just looking at like. He's getting beat by everybody. Anybody that comes down
I
his way,
think
he's
I
getting
think
beat
it's
by.
got to be still like
So-
whatever injury he had.
I'm just.
It was probably leg or even back or something. And it's just nagging.
Yeah.
It
I'm
sounds
just-
like it's probably inflamed and.
I
it's
just
slowing
want to
him
point
up.
that out.
I
It's very
I'm
possible.
not gonna bag on Riley because that's a whole other episode.
Okay.
But it's
Totally something that you're absolutely
he's
right.
just slow. He seems slow to me.
Something
That's
else
all.
that just happened today. Lafreniere sent to the minors.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, minors or taxi team?
Sorry, 1 second.
It's probably taxi team.
I want to get the lingo right. I just
He
saw
doesn't
it.
have to go
I
through
saw a
it.
headline only because I had him in my pool
Well,
and I already dropped him. I dropped him.
He has no points.
I know. What is with the Rangers and drafting star players and no points? Capo Caco struggled. Lafreniere can't get a point. A point.
Well, again, he's probably playing on a third line.
No,
and
no. He's playing like second or first.
I
He's
don't
playing
think
top line
I
minutes.
don't believe so.
No.
Their top line is Chris Kreider, Zibanejad, and Panarin, and after that, I'm not really sure.
I think his second
doubt
line
it.
is Lafreniere. Is he second line?
I doubt it.
Yeah, he was. He was up.
They
there.
probably gave him on.
No, they gave him a game or two. That's why I picked him
Yeah.
up. That's why I
Yeah.
picked him up. And then, man, where was it? I just saw the article on my laptop. pop
I'm
up.
sure he's just taxi team.
Yeah, even if he got sent down, he's not going to go through waivers, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, who cares?
He's a two-way contract because he's living.
Wow, I can't find it, but I don't know.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
I mean,
because he's
I'm
not
kinda-
really.
I'm
he
kinda-
hasn't done anything to fucking really help the team.
I'm
so.
kind of curious whether this article actually exists because he can kind of read.
Right. No, I'm saying, I'm telling you 100%. There was like, it wasn't like sent down to minors. It was just
Cut.
like kind of like
Lafreniere out.
type of thing. Like he has 0 points. 0 points in 6 games.
But I mean, you know what? Like even if he had 0 points, again, that's like saying the Leafs should drop Mikheyev. You know what I mean? Like if he was doing something that was still helping the team, if he was playing hard and like he's just doesn't have the luck there,
Yeah.
they would still be playing him. But obviously he's not he doesn't have maybe he doesn't have the intensity right now.
Oh, Lafreniere got unlucky though. I was watching the Rangers game though. He literally got it right on the post. He tried to like drag it back to his forehand. He like fanned on the drag back. I was like, oh.
It's one of those things, right? Sometimes it happens. I'm sure the kid will find
it's jitters, man. Exactly. I think he's gonna be the same as McCabe. He's gonna pop one, and then it's gonna be nasty after nasty.
Yeah, but I think he needs more intensity. I think that's one of the things because whenever we did watch a few of the Rangers games, and I didn't notice him.
Well, I mean, again, it's
this is the difference. What I'm saying, like I'm using Mikheyev as an example because when you're watching the Leaf games, you notice Mikheyev. You notice him getting chances. You notice him skating, hitting hard. He's on penalty kills and he's going hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean that's the difference. When I watched the Rangers games, I did not notice Lafreniere do anything out of the ordinary. And I was like, wow, this kid.
Yeah.
You just can't buy one. You know.
So, alright. So, kind of back to almost like the good, bad, and the ugly, but I don't want to go through the three. I want to know who your best player currently is. And don't say Marner, because he's leading the league.
What are you talking about, Leafs, or are you talking about every team?
In the Canadian division. Let's say the Canadian division.
Okay.
I want to focus on the Canadian division, because unfortunately, Sportsnet, that's all we get.
Sure.
And even sometimes we don't even get the Ottawa versus Vancouver game, and I screamed. But, in the Canadian division, who's been your biggest, surprise? And who has been your biggest letdown?
Okay, Bo Horvat, biggest surprise.
Really?
Yeah, I have him in my league, and he's so basically I have the top two guys in my league, right? Tyler Toffoli and Bo Horvat, right? In regards to points, like for the league.
I've got JT Miller.
Right. So I think Bo has 11 or 12 points, and he's playing right now. They just have 3 goals. I guarantee he has one of those points, right?
Please tell me JT Miller's in there too.
Whatever. It's 3-1.
Nobody cares.
So anyway, yeah. So Bo Horvat's my surprise.
Great last one.
And oh geez. Okay, you guys go with the surprise. Your surprise guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. Bobby Ryan.
Oh, Boopy.
I mean, there's a storyline to be told there. It's the guy that came back from a big rough past, and he's now sitting there. He's leading his team. He's doing what the Senators brought him on to do, and I think myself included, I kind of looked him off. It was like, oh, okay, Bobby Ryan's on the Sens now. Okay, Bobby Ryan.
He's on Detroit. So I don't know where you're going with this.
Bobby Ryan's on Detroit?
Dude, you're fucking.
Oh my fuck, yeah, I'm totally shitting the bed
buddy,
here.
have some lunch, eh?
Yeah.
'Cause you're out for it, buddy.
It's 9 o'clock.
No, I gotta leave up. I know, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten dinner.
Yeah, he's out for lunch.
Sorry, you're right.
Time.
Bobby
That's the
Ryan.
problem.
Bobby Ryan's on Detroit. Bobby Ryan on Detroit. Comes back from it all. Does a great job. I like him. I said the Northern Division, but fuck, we're gonna go to the whole league now because I fucked it.
No, that's fine. Okay, pick another guy. Who's your surprise?
In the Canadian
Tyler
division.
Toffoli. You gotta say Tyler Toffoli.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go Nick Suzuki. I mean,
all you have to do is drive one.
Fuck up. I'm gonna take Nick Suzuki. Rookie kid came in. He's been putting up big points. Has some nasty hands on him. I have him in my fantasy, so let's go Suzuki. Except when you play the Leafs, you can fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you have a 2-day debilitating injury, so you just can never come back for the 2 days. I don't know, sleep apnea or something.
Okay.
I don't know anything that would take him out for that long, but
all right. What's your guy?
In the Canadian division? Shit. I really thought that one through. Let's see.
We've had me stumbling through Bobby Ryan.
Yeah, I know. Because through the league, I had my guy, no problem. But through the Canadian division, nobody's really caught my attention enough.
All right, fine. Fuck.
I think I'll just go. I'm gonna go with Mackenzie Blackwood. Oh wait, sorry. See, no,
New
it's
Jersey.
the other league. Sorry.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna go with.
Great goalie.
Sorry. What was I just gonna say there?
How about your Markstrom?
I'm gonna go with Markstrom. That's what I was actually gonna say. Sorry.
Really, I was gonna say.
You're gonna say
that's your
Markstrom?
surprise?
I wouldn't say he's surprised. It's just I'm pretty happy with the way he's played.
Lost 2 games against the Leafs.
He played very well. He lost.
Well up until then.
He lost, but up until that, his numbers are fantastic.
I get it. Okay.
So
I get it. That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
I'll say my letdown so far, Pedersen. Elias Pedersen. He got his first goal last game. Not the game they're playing right now, but the game before that. And just been cold. Just the coldest guy who he's a 70-point guy.
Oh, but some dumb fucking passes too. Have you watched him?
Yeah, a little bit.
He gave up like multiple breakaways by trying to do like a blue line to blue line pass, and there's literally two guys standing there just looking at him like, yes, do it.
You know what? It's gonna happen though, especially for, again, these type of players like Pedersen, Marner. They know what they're capable of, so especially in this era, it's not like before where teams just went out there and played hockey. Their coach told them what to do. They did what they did. Now, they have the ability to watch video. They sit down, they watch video, they study these players, and they tell them, that guy's dangerous, don't let him fucking shoot. Stay on him, don't let him skid up the boards, whatever the circumstances, do not let him break out. So what they do is they put two guys on, they shut him down, and that's why you'll see other players start scoring. You know what I mean? Same as the Leafs, they're gonna put guys on Marner, and they're gonna force him to rush a pass. They pick it off and they're gone the other way. This is what these teams do, because they know who the threats on the ice are. They're gonna come at you. They're not gonna let you have space. They're gonna get in your face, and that's usually how the Leafs end up losing and certain teams, because they pressure. They pressure, stay in your face, don't let you have room. And that's realistically the situation. So someone like Pedersen, he'll break out eventually because he'll start to adapt. He'll start to realize, okay, they're double teaming me here. I need to give the puck off, get to the open area, and just keep moving.
You sound like you sound like everyone in my inbox right now.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of true though.
I mean, you're not wrong. Nor did I say they were wrong either. But has he played like poo-poo lately?
Well, I'm not denying that. But at the same time, that's what you need to do to adapt and be a better player in the league.
All right. Who's yours? Biggest letdown so far?
Biggest letdown? That I do not. I don't even have an answer for that.
Do you want a little bit of time? I'll take it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thatcher fucking Demko. And you're on my team. And you're on my team, bro.
Do you draft goalies? Draft a goalie, man. You have Jonathan Quick and Thatcher Demko as your goalies.
And Samsonov. And
those are terrible goalies.
And currently, right now, Linus Ullmark.
Oh my God! You have like 4 backups. And
okay, listen. My team is gross, but I spent my time drafting high-level players. You know, so fuck you.
Okay.
I didn't focus on the goaltenders for long enough, and then when I was gonna pick one, someone stole them, so I moved on to the next best player, which happened to be like a defenseman or something. Anyways, so I don't want to talk about my fantasy team. It's kind of been rough a little bit.
Usually it is.
I don't even know how I'm losing ATOI. Like, I've got, like, the highest... Anyways. Thatcher Demko, looked phenomenal in the playoffs. You know, unfortunately, it's beginning to really look like a bit of a flash in the pan. At least currently, up until where we stand. I mean, remember, everything can change. But currently, he's looking like a flash in the pan come last playoffs. And, you know, where he played lights out. Phenomenal goalie. Maybe I just put a little too much faith in him to, you know, really bring that team together. I mean, Vancouver is atrocious defensively, but you know what? Like, I expected a little bit more. Maybe it's the Freddie Anderson syndrome. You know, good goalie on a fucking absolutely horrendously bad fucking defensive team. That was last year. This year we're doing good.
It's 4-1 Vancouver.
All right, so I got my letdown.
Pedersen, a goal and an assist.
Who's in net? I bet it's Holtby.
It's definitely Holtby.
Yeah, it's 100% Holtby.
He's played well. I'm going to give my letdown, which I'm going to say for me is Connor Brown.
Breezy.
Really, really hoped that he would, you know, relish in the situation of getting more ice time and having that second line role that he's on in this team. And
Thatcher Demko. Sorry, Thatcher Demko.
He's in net?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm getting a fucking W tonight!
You just fucked it, buddy. They're going to lose 5 more.
I said a W.
4.
I said a W, not a shutout. I did say shutout. Remember?
Still.
Oh my God, remember when I said shutout the other night?
Yeah,
and I fucked
did.
it?
You did.
Oh.
Yeah. And they scored with like 2 seconds. I told you, I was like, they're going to score like
fucked it.
2 minutes. Don't touch it.
I'm sorry.
Fucking
I'm
hand
sorry. I did the biggest party foul that a hockey player could make.
Yeah, definitely going with Connor Brown. Really hope he finds a way to turn it around. I think he has 1 assist all season.
Yeah, Breezy.
And getting the minutes he's getting, like, you need to get your shit together, buddy. I love the way he plays. Great penalty killer. But hopefully, I mean, he had, I think, 45 points last season, which isn't too bad. Could do better. But okay. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's really it.
Yeah,
I mean,
Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I quickly want to touch on the Matthew Tkachuk thing. So
Fucking clown.
I hate this.
You hate what?
I hate this. I hate like go.
What? What? No. What do you mean? You hate? What do you?
No, we're gonna go into it, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna hate this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Anyways, I just wanted to get your thought out there.
Okay.
Matthew Tkachuk. Where do I start? I don't appreciate what you did to our fucking goalie, firstly. And then to say like it was some sort of accident. If you watch that replay, like maybe just to me it looks like this, but it looks like he takes like a little hop.
It's not
and
even.
two knees
It's not even
drops
just
on
him. Like there's like, I think who was it? Craig Button.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Craig Button? Was like, oh, blah blah blah. Like he didn't mean to do it. It's like, why are you defending the guy? Like you can see what he did. He dropped more weight onto the goal.
Listen,
you can fucking see
Craig
it.
Button. Craig Button is just happy that the Grinch didn't steal fucking Christmas this year. All right, shut
Listen.
the fuck up, Craig.
Listen, the thing that pissed me off more than anything in that game, yeah, what he did to the goalie is wrong. But you know, I want to see a player tear his head off there.
Mm-hmm.
What he did after that, twice. The draw was one. He went over, or the draw. Sorry, we got whistled down right away. He came in and gave a little shot to John Tavares' head.
Yeah.
Right? And Tavares kind of was like, okay, whatever, maybe he just bumped into me, kind of let it go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it happens again. He comes over and he goes, boom, and just gives him a shot. Why?
I know.
Just to, I know he's just stirring up shit, but I was like, you motherfucker. And what pissed me off is I'm like, those players, nobody's doing anything. They're just like, who cares?
I can't stand that shit.
Rip the kid's head off. Like, I don't understand.
You know, I would say.
And then even the next game, like, all they do is he flips the puck at him.
Yeah.
Like, mustn't just flip the puck at him and then skate and kick the shit
now,
out
so
of him.
this is the part that I hate. This is what I was trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
For all the years I played hockey, and then like kids, like, you know when like people react in such a way where it's like, hey, it's so much of a reaction that you are bluntly wanting attention. You just want people to look at you.
Yeah.
You want to be like a shock value to
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ah! He's like fucking throwing the water bottles. Bro, he's like off the ice.
He tried to throw the water.
Oh my
bottles.
god.
He got
I can't
beat by a
stand
magnetic
it.
strip.
I cannot for the life of me, I cannot stand those emotionally uncontrollable people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you've been in the league for a long time now. You know exactly why you got the puck flipped at you.
Even the teammates were standing there kind of like,
what are you doing? Like
you look like an idiot.
This is stupid.
Monahan kind of grabbed, like, I don't know who it was on the ice, but he kind of face washed him. He's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
See, but like the thing is, like, he's done multiple things in the league where people are kind of like, okay, that was dirt. Like, even Paul Maurice came out when he did the thing to Scheifele, and he's like, that's fucking dirty.
Right.
At that time,
rat.
but you're looking at the
He's a rat.
situation that had happened, you're like, maybe it was an accident, because it was kind of hard to tell, right? Paul Maurice thought, he's like, no, bullshit. He's like, he did it on purpose, right? And every time this guy, I didn't do it. And even like
one more thing for people to talk
but
about.
he goes, it's classic that like they think I did it on purpose. It's like, but dude, you can see that you literally get like you jump in the air and drop all your weight on the back of the goalie's neck.
Two knees.
Like,
Two knees.
Even if you're just doing it to be an asshole, like you could have hurt him.
Yeah.
Like there's something a little, you know what I mean?
I know, he's fucked.
It's the same situation that he had with Doughty, where he elbowed him in the fucking head, and Doughty's like, I'm gonna kill this kid.
He's more fucked in the head than his father.
Yeah, exactly.
He's way more fucked in the head than his father. Okay.
Which is funny because I haven't seen Brady do shit.
Well,
His
you know,
brother's on the Sens. I haven't seen him do anything like
well,
that.
okay, but think about it. When you have like a brother or a sister, one of you ends up one way,
Yeah.
the other you ends up the polar opposite.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fucking degenerate. My sister's okay.
Okay.
Which
I
means she's probably phenomenal.
I don't want to give her too much credit on my own channel
she's
here,
probably a
but she's
phenomenal
okay.
person, yeah.
But anyways,
Don't watch this show, Mrs. Hernandez.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, those stupid emotional, those overloaded emotional reactions in sports in general. Like even when I see in baseball, the guy with the baseball bat hits the Gatorade thing. It's like, bro, like man, we're so over this. We're over this. We get it. You didn't like you didn't like it. You didn't like it. Okay, we get it. Like get over it, man. I can't stand the stick snapping. Like I missed the net. I don't. Anyway,
like,
it's so stupid. I
can understand frustration, but you know what? The one thing I will say with this whole Tkachuk moment is the worst that you got was Muzzin lightly like sauced a puck at you, which you almost caught, and then almost batted back at him at the same time, which would have been fucking phenomenal if you had that sort of hand-eye coordination. But fuck you, you suck. You know, but like that's the worst that you got. You're lucky that you didn't get Wayne Simmons taking the front of his helmet and knocking out whatever remainder of teeth that you currently have. Like,
well, he would have had a first class ticket to the Wayne train.
oh, buddy, you would have been riding exactly first class on a night sleepy town. Like,
But
fucking
I was still cheesed at the whole situation because after Muzz did it, I'm like, okay, Muzz, throw down, buddy, drop those gloves, let's go. And then right away, Russ, no.
The one thing I will
damn it.
say, because I did look it up later, is it's cause for suspension doing it after the final buzzer there.
Yeah,
So the refs breaking it up. As much as I would have loved to have seen those two throw down,
Next game's gonna get bad.
next game's gonna be
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that goes back to your USA Canada point where we talked about it.
Yeah.
Is anything to build the rivalry?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Because I'm not a
sure.
Calgary fan. I'm not an LA fan. But when Calgary and LA played, I was hoping that Drew Doughty would
I'm
take that
sure-
little shit's head off.
I'm sure Drew called Muzz and was like, I love you, brother. Just okay, I love you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They used to be line mates.
That's
They used
right.
to
Yeah,
be
I
line
love you, brother.
mates.
That's right.
He's like, next time, make sure you take a tooth.
They say it's from Doughty. It's just fucking correct. Come on.
But that's the thing, I'll tell you right now, Tkachuk doesn't want none of that.
But I was also saying,
If Tkachuk's gonna even attempt, but if I were Muzz,
I
I'd
think
be
he
careful.
does. I think he absolutely does.
But I think I'd watch out because that kid's gonna do something fucking
Yeah.
crazy. He's gonna go knee on knee or something stupid with Muzz. So
I'm just
if I'm
saying.
Wayne Simmons, I'm watching.
Tkachuk
I'll watch
wants
it,
that.
you know?
He absolutely does
Oh,
want
for sure.
it. He wants it. For
you know what?
That's it. Like,
The only thing I was hoping for, and I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to see it, is like after Matthew Tkachuk did the whole knee drop to Campbell and all that bullshit, he goes in there and he's like, "Well, just something else to talk about, something else to accuse me of." About. I really was hoping that when they asked Jake Muzzin about what happened at the end of that game, he'd be like, "Oh, well, just something else to talk about." Something else. Literally repeated verbatim,
I didn't
and
see-
just be a little shit.
I didn't see the interview. What did he say?
He
No,
didn't. He
just
kind
talked
of he
about that.
just shrugged it off
He's
essentially, and like that was the thing is I wanted him to come out verbatim and just repeat what Matthew Tkachuk
Yeah.
said. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have cared if he sat there with cue cards and read it. I would have fucking laughed my ass off.
That would have been.
Oh man! All right. Well, anyways, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this week. We've gone over that the Leafs doing well.
Great, doing great.
doing great. You know, a little room for improvement from other people. Even
And
though
every
we don't
team
agree.
needs to work on things.
You know, I mean, we didn't even get to touch on Matt Murray because I mean that guy's been a stud. You know, yeah, he's been great. But you know, there's a lot of news out there. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, it's the first time ever that we're actually running out of we are running out of time before we run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of info. So anyway, so next week, you know, stay tuned. We're gonna get her going again, and yeah, talk points, baby.
Talking points.
Woo!